5 new AI videos weekly.
We continue to look at Project Odyssey finalists. This week, narrative shorts dealing with an emotional subject matter.
I'm Jon Rogers.
And I'm Kai Turner.
Number one.
First up this week, we have Alex by Dale Williams. Dale Williams might be familiar to you as part of the duo team at Solo Twin Studios, and Dale was also recently in the news as joining up with Promise as one of the filmmakers that they've established a development deal with. So he's definitely one of the more pedigreed filmmakers working in the AI video space right now. What I like with what Dale has done here is that he's actually kind of combined both a narrative overlay of the story and with actual dialogue, and I think it's really hard to get dialogue to work right now, and it's kind of one of the areas that a lot of the top filmmakers are still kind of trying to move ahead on, and Dale's kind of combined two different techniques to convey the emotion and the story in this short film.
Yeah, I really like the juxtaposition between the imaginative young child using his imagination as an escape from harsh times, but told from the perspective of an old man in a home reflecting on his life, talking to a nurse at an old age home. And that really, this escape to imagination was really a great use of AI video, in that we could have these surreal moments of animated cartoon figures coming in. And I guess if I had anything to say that's critical, I think it can be difficult to get the voice acting right, especially when you're dealing with younger characters. But overall, the narrative won me over.
Number two.
Our second video is Dear Grandma by Danny Tseng. Continuing with the theme of reflecting on a life well lived, this is from the perspective of a granddaughter writing a letter to her grandmother who's fading away due to Alzheimer's. It's a story full of magical realism, reflecting how we perceive the past and how also those memories fade and slip away. And I thought it was very touching.
I think what Danny's really delivered here is something that's kind of very surreal. The visuals, like there's whales floating in the sky, but they're all just gorgeously produced, and it really holds your attention. The story's conveyed through subtitles in English and then a narration over the top. But combined, it's a very effective short film.
Number three.
Next up, we have Memory Maker from Nick Klevorov. Nick Klevorov might be a familiar name to some of you. He was the filmmaker who produced the Toys R Us AI commercial probably back about a year ago now. Kind of crazy how fast time has flown on that. So he's definitely an established name in the space. And what I love about this is that the video really opens with a really hard-hitting shot of a barn or a home on fire, and really goes into the emotion. And there's a little bit of a pivot or a surprise where it becomes more of a sci-fi dystopian story.
Yeah, I really loved that futuristic world building where, as you said, it starts off in this realistic setting, rundown, almost post-apocalyptic, and then we get into this futuristic city of technological haves and have-nots. And I guess the overall story is about these humanoid machines that have taken over. And I think in the credits, you can see that Nick had a team to help, and I think it really shows that he had voice talent and additional story writers. You can do a lot solo, but it seems like the strongest work seems to be a group effort.
Number four.
Our fourth video is AI Myself, Love Myself by AI Little Yi. This is our second Chinese language short, which reflects the diversity of submissions to Project Odyssey. AI progress has been very politicized lately, so I think it's great to see creators coming together to share their stories in this way. And this story is really a touching kind of meta-commentary on being an AI creator and how modern life can be isolating despite the technological progress. But it ends on an uplifting and hopeful note, and I think it's even more poignant that he's able to share this with a like-minded community.
What I really enjoyed about this film is that it really is a personal story. It's AI Little Yi's kind of personal story about taking care of yourself and the loneliness that can occur in the space, and that we're not leaving any footprints behind. And I've not yet seen a filmmaker make a short kind of personal statement like this yet.
Number 5.
Our final film today is coming from Calvin Herbst, and it's entitled Velocium. And what I really like about this is that this is another personal story about loneliness. And this, if you read the notes, it says that this came out of a personal journal article that was written back in 2023. And the filmmaker has turned this into a short story, but it's about kind of finding a place by yourself and how to navigate the world, and when there seems like there's so much around you, but at times there's nothing around you.
Yeah, I think we're both suckers for anime style, and I love that Calvin has trained his own style that looks a little Studio Ghibli and a little of the original Ghost in the Shell in its style, and he's used this to illustrate his own journal entry, as you say, in this poetic narrative. It just works for me on every level. I love the world building, and the narrative style keeps me immersed. I could watch shorts like this all day. Thanks. That's it for this week. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe.
We'll see you next time.